Hey, what's going on everybody, and a warm welcome back to the Whiskey Cove. And on today's episode, we accept a challenge, and that challenge is 5 of my favorite bourbons under $50. Run the video. What is going on, people? Yes, we are doing a challenge today. This challenge came by Doc Martinez, and he is from Old Fashioned Ways. If you're not aware of that channel, go over and check it out. I'll put the link down in the description below. He does some really awesome, different, unique cocktails and takes on Old Fashions, and then a lot of other really great stuff as well. So if you haven't gone to check him out, go and check the link down in the description after this video. And also, thank you to Doc Martinez for this challenge. And Doc was actually one of the first subscribers, I think like one of the first 100 subscribers to this channel as well. So thank you very much, Doc, for that too. So this challenge was I needed to list 5 of my favorite bourbons under $50, but it wasn't just that. It needed to be broken down within a few different categories or subcategories below that, and they were about price. So the first category was $15 to $20, and then $20 to $25, $25 to $30, $30 to $40, and then lastly $40 to $50. And these had to be strictly bourbons as well. So Bernheim wheat whiskey, that was out. Jack Daniel's bonded, that was out too, and then a lot of like the other rye stuff, which I really like, were all out too. However, we were able to narrow down a list of 5. So with that being said, let's dive straight into this video here. So first up, $15 to $20, to no surprise to those of you who watch this channel frequently, and that is going to be none other than Evan Williams Bottled & Bond. Classic bourbon, very affordable. It was a toss-up, if I'm completely honest, between this and Ancient Age 10, so you could have gone in different directions. However, just lately I've just been really enjoying this bottle of whiskey. It's not going to set the world on fire, but for that price category of like $15, $20, you're not really going to get much better value for money than this. You could have gone with Wild Turkey 101, but that started to bleed over maybe into the next category a little bit. So that's why I didn't go for the Wild Turkey 101 for this. I think I actually paid about $14 for this. So yes, it falls a little bit below the $15 to $20. However, I'm putting it in this category. It is just an absolute hitter of the bottle. And get the 1.75s as well, because it's even better value for money. And also 50% ABV or 100 proof, great in a cocktail, great neat, great with ice, very versatile, but just a great cheap whiskey. That was Evan Williams Bottled & Bond. So next up for category 20 to 25, and we floated in a bottle of bourbon that we've been talking about quite a lot on this channel recently. We've been doing a lot with it, and that was Early Times Bottled & Bond. It doesn't matter if it's the Brown-Forman one or the Sazerac one. I think they both taste great. Yes, if you can find the Brown-Forman one from when they released that, get that, because that is a pretty superb bottle. With this one, get a lot of berry note on the nose, some really nice like apple slices and vanillas there as well. But then in the palate, some of that goes away, and you get more of like a spicier body, a more like tobacco-y finish there as well. So if you kind of like those different notes and that complexity within a bourbon, I think this is an excellent choice as well. I've really just fallen perfectly into that category of $20 to $25. Is Early Times Bottled & Bond. Again, Bottled & Bond, 50% ABV or 100 proof. Little bit of a theme here thus far starting, and again could have gone for Wild Turkey 101, but we went for Early Times Bottled & Bond. I just think that it's a little bit better than Wild Turkey, and you also get a little bit more juice for the price, because it's a 1 liter bottle as well. So that's what sold it to me. That was Early Times Bottled & Bond. So next up, we needed one for the $25 to $30 category, and I could have very easily gone for Buffalo Trace here. But much like the Early Times, we've been using that bottle for a lot on this channel, so I'm just trying to freshen it up a little bit. And it depends which day. I keep flip-flopping between Buffalo Trace and this one. So, like I said, any one of these could have done, and that is 1792 small batch. Really love this bottle of whiskey. Not only does it have some of those like classic old Barton notes, kind of like those like woody vanillas with some caramel, not too spicy as well. You get some of those more floral notes with the small batch. Comes in this beautiful bottle, looks fantastic on the shelf. Yes, bottle doesn't do anything for the flavor, but when you buy a bottle of whiskey, you like to see bottles with good designs and kind of good labeling and good marketing. And I think the 1792 small batch ticks all of those boxes. boxes. So this is a little bit of higher proof than Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace is 45% ABV, and this is 46.85, so that also helps there a little bit. And I think this bottle is just so much more findable than Buffalo Trace. However, I would have chosen Buffalo Trace single barrels over this, but I wanted to just try to keep kind of the standard offerings of these products, or standard offerings of these bourbons for you folks at home. So that was 1792 small batch. So then next up, for fourth category, is going to be $30 to $40, and we're stepping it up a little bit here. And this is a hard bottle to find, but it's just a classic. It's Eagle Red 10. You can't go wrong with Eagle Red 10. This is almost a single barrel. This is like 99% a single barrel product. They just don't really clean the machines out or flush the machines out between different barreling, between different bottling from different barrels. So you're basically getting a lot of variations between different Eagle Reds, and I've been able to pick up on that as well since kind of finding out that it's almost a single barrel product. They did return back with the age 10-year age statement. I haven't been able to find too much information about why that went away and why that came back. However, with that brought a little bit of, no, I wouldn't say a new design. It's still quite classic Eagle Red look. They just added in the age 10 years. What I like about Eagle Red 10 is, yes, you get that woody oak backbone that you do get from a lot of higher aged bourbons, but you get this beautiful like green apple sweetness, some really nice vanilla, touch of brown sugar there as well. It's just a very balanced and great whiskey, and for the price, I can generally mostly always get these in Colorado because I kind of know where to look for about $35 to $40. So it falls right in the category of $30 to $40, and I know for some of you folks at home there, this is a hard bottle to find. I apologize for putting this on this list, but it's not so hard in Colorado there. That was Eagle Red 10. And then last on this list, we could have played around with a couple of different things here. I was thinking Wild Turkey Rare Breed, and I really wanted to go for that, but the price in Colorado hasn't been below $50 for a very long time, so we couldn't go with that. And then there's some other local distilleries around here I could have gone both for, but ultimately there could only be one bottle of whiskey to put here. I could have also gone, say, maybe some of the Wellers as well, but I just think that they're just too highly allocated. Yes, I can probably get away with it with the Eagle Red because it's not a unicorn bottle. Neither of this next one, but it still can be pretty difficult to find. And that is going to be John J. Bowman single barrel. You have to excuse the bottles are all a little bit dusty. We've been doing some construction down here in the Whiskey Cove. It's not that these bottles have been on my shelf for years. Some of them they have, but not these ones. So this is again coming in at 50% ABV or 100 proof. So out of 3 out of the 5 have all been that proof, and then the other 2 have been just a little bit below. So I really do like whiskeys that are around about 50% ABV. I think they're the most enjoyable at that point. Other folks like them a little higher and a little lower. You drink whiskey how you like it. But with this one, this is a single barrel product. You are going to get some variances, but with these John J. Bowman single barrels, there's not too much variations between the different single barrels, which is why I like them a lot as well. Not very easy to find, and when they do come to Colorado, the price can come in a little bit higher than $50. But I managed to pick up quite a few of these when I was out on the East Coast, and I paid about from $45 to about $49.99 for these. So falls right in that category of $40 to $50 there as well. And a beautiful whiskey tasting bottle. You get all those kind of similar Buffalo Trace notes because it is a Buffalo Trace distillate there that comes out, and then they redistill it in Virginia. But it's just so unique and so well balanced. A lot of these whiskeys, all of these whiskeys on this, apart from maybe the early times, but I like that so much because it's complex. But the rest of them are just so well balanced, and like the craft behind them is just so well refined. With this one, with all of them, what we'll be doing in maybe a future video here in the next week or 2, we might be putting that out. We're going to do exactly what Doc Martinez did on his channel, and he blinded all these 5 together and then ranked them as well. So it will be really interesting to see if value plays into a part of where these are or where I rank them blind. So watch out for that video, and hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for the challenge, Doc, and I'm going to challenge the folks down at Thrifty Whiskey there. We challenged them before and they did a great job with that. And also, so all those folks kind of specialize in kind of the cheaper side of some whiskeys. So they do a lot of stuff in the kind of $20, $30 price bracket, a lot of stuff blind as well. So they should have a really good take on this. So it'll be really interesting to see that video. Again, all the links are down in the description. As we say on this channel, as we drink through the world's whiskeys, one glass at a time. Cheers.